Welcome back to Final Fantasy VII. So now, since we did all the things we did, and yes, I got actually Cloud Omni Slash for Cloud.
Yeah.
Because Jova requested it, so let's actually have that. So let's go back to the Northern Cave. Ow.
Oh, now, Dwibs, if you want to see real power in a turn-based RPG, wait till you see Omni Slash.
So,
actually, I fear you lose it only on the final bosses.
Nope.
Was that Shiroi?
Oh, no, if we're heading towards Sephiroth now.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, we are.
Oh, okay.
Take care.
Will do. I'm just going up against the final boss. We should be just fine.
If we just could act. There you go. Take the ladder.
Come on.
Yeah. That's the final boss, the ladder.
It's a final boss in a square game, so it'll probably take an hour. But...
It's still better than the floor in Ultima 3.
Well, I guess...
In Ultima 3, there's a part where you're really attacked by the floor.
Well, I guess that ladder wasn't a step ladder for once.
I've heard Ultima... Oh yeah, I've heard about the Ultima series, just haven't played any of them.
It's practically good up until
all I've heard is 9 sucks.
Even 8. 8 and 9 sucks balls. Anyway, this is the Northern Cave, and right immediately you get this thing called Save Crystal. It's basically used to create save points since there are no save points here. So you need to be carefully choose where to get the save point and use that as a base in order to save and restore your HP and stuff. Basically, you need to go to we have to go deeper.
Guard source.
And yes, the monsters here are in traditional Final Dungeon. The monsters here are fucking brutal, like this Dark Dragon.
Past bosses. Luckily, we can manipulate them.
Of course.
So
well,
now...
thankfully, I had Barret with a specific accessories that increases manipulation rate. I'm doing this because this monster can give me another enemy skills. In fact, practically the last enemy skills you need are found in this cave.
Dragon Force!
Which raises, if I recall, defense and magic defense.
So yeah, now the dragon's on our side!
Yeah, just
and he's the only enemy around.
There you go.
Alright. Kill boy!
Die.
And he's gone. Or bad.
Ah, shame. I wish I could have kept him as a pet. Oh wow.
How would you fit him in your house?
The same way I can fit my party members into my body and my pockets.
Let's go. This is, ladies and gentlemen, journey to the center of the earth.
Yeah, pretty much.
I haven't seen that movie actually.
Which version? The Brandon Fraser one or the 50s, 60s one?
Either of them.
The old version is cheesy and very dated, but it's fine, honestly, at least to me. The Brandon Fraser version is crap. No question asked. Like, it's completely crap. Like,
it's
why Brandon
very
Fraser
bizarre.
was involved in so many bad movies?
Shitty agent?
I guess.
Is he even that good of an actor?
Well, I liked him in The Mummy, honestly. But, whatever.
What about Mummy Returns?
Even then, it's fine. Again, I just have a grudge against a two-movie Dragon Emperor, or whatever it's called.
It doesn't. Well, Brandon Fraser's most recent film was The Nut Job.
What?
The Nut Job. It's an animated film that I've heard is quite shit.
Oh, goody.
A nut job. Sounds familiar.
It's about squirrels.
Ah, that one. I've seen trailers of it. Never really did get around to seeing it. It just looked like a poor man's Over the Hedge at first sight to me.
Don't worry, the fights here thankfully do not take long. It's just that I want to get all the treasures in the screens. Thankfully, it's not that complicated in terms of puzzles, at least so far. It's later on when it gets a bit complicated because there are actually forks in the road, as you will see by the next part, the beginning of the next part. And you need to split up with your party members, and basically decide which way to go. And depending on which character, yeah, I forgot that Tifa was multiple level 5.
Ouch.
And depending on which side the character goes, they can give you special treasures at the end. So you have to decide which side to choose. Anyway, I should probably tell what happened. That magic is enemy skill is called level 5 dead. It basically works with the fact that if a character hit is a level 5 or multiple level 5, it's instantly killed, no questions asked. However, if it's another level, it basically just fails. The spell just fails. I never found pretty good use on enemies, honestly, at least since it comes very far late in the game, but it's just for completion's sake. In fact, level 5 dead is a pretty common blue magic in the franchise, and it's actually really useful in Final Fantasy IX against some kind of enemies. In fact, Final Fantasy IX is one of the games where blue magics are so broken they're practically mandatory for some parts of the game. I mean, I don't even care. I should probably not. I'm not even sure if it's a spoiler or not, but there's a part in Final Fantasy IX where you're just Zidane and Kina, whatever she's called.
Kina.
Yeah, Kina. Yeah. Against a boss, and you can actually devour it with Kina.
Yeah.
Like, it's so anticlimactic, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
It's Kina for ya.
Okay,
More dragons
fire,
shit.
fire, fuck.
Fire. No,
Fire said fuck.
Actually, Barrett does not have a Konami
If I remember correctly, this is the same dragon Cloud faced 5 years ago, isn't it? With Sephiroth? No?
The ones Cloud faced 5 years ago are green and are found in Nibelheim.
Ah, okay. Fine.
In the Nibelheim area.
Yeah, we got him spinning round.
Especially because this Dark Dragon, as I mentioned while you were off screen, gives a special enemy skills that a normal dragon do not give.
Talk about torture. First you silence the thing, then you confuse it, and then you kill it.
And spin it around and around and around, making it dizzy.
That's the 80s summon in a nutshell combined with the added effect material, Pedro.
I know.
It was going to the honor. It basically inflicts all the possible debuffs that a particular enemy is vulnerable to, so if you happen to be vulnerable to a lot of them, well, tough shit. Okay, another screen with forks, but thankfully this is a little more easy.
Okay.
This is more of a reminder to side-scrollers since it's on a 2D plane.
Alright, who's ready to fall next?
These enemies are particular. If you don't damage completely them, if you don't do a lot of damage but just a few of them to them, they kind of like splitting up, and if I recall correctly they use a one-hit kill attack on a character. But thankfully I was leveled enough, so...
Alright. That's another batch down, let's move!
Cloud, can we take a rest? I feel exhausted.
Not now, Yuffie. We have to stop. Come on, Yuffie, we're not that far yet.
You can make it to the end of the game.
Yeah, Yuffie, come on. Let's stick together. Like a team.
Last thing we want to do is split up.
Oh, I should probably tell, by the way, a few things that we were implied, but we never actually said. And I never. Okay.
Oh, goody.
You can actually still recruit Vincent in this spree after Ojo has died, and the dialogue still remains the same. He asked, "Oh, will I be able to find Ojo?" And Cloud's like, "Probably." Even though it's fucking dead.
Continuity error. Hopefully they'll fix that in the remake.
Well, I'm probably sure Vincent will be and Yuffie will be mandatory in the remake.
Yeah, oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, and they should be, honestly.
So, whatever. And yeah, you can also recruit Yuffie and do all her side quests in this tree. And again, her dialogue doesn't change. And while it remains the same, so as its own story arc is fine, at this point of the plot it's a bit too silly, because the plot at this point is a bit too serious now for to be, you know, to start being goofy. It worked fine in this. It works fine in this one when we do it, and the continuation this 2-1. But basically, it's best to do it when in the places I shown. Right after you did the Tiny Bronco, and you obtain the Tiny Bronco, and when you get the Leviathan scales from the submarine dock, pretty much. More fighting, yay! Yeah, I'm sorry.
Want some more?
Oh, the Master Tonberry. Oh, this one should have a finger. Okay, you see Omni Slash finally.
Alright.
There we go.
Okay, guys, stand back. I'll handle this.
Slash, 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 slash.
Ha 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 ha!
It's like 15 each if I recall. Behind my goodness. Yeah, too bad.
And he's still standing.
Yeah, the Tonberries have a shitload of HP. You have no idea.
Everyone's grudge.
Sure. Basically, Dwebs, this guy is
It's a
basically
bastard.
turn to any Final Fantasy veteran like me or Teo and say the word Tonberry, and we'll make any of us cringe.
I cry in fear. I should probably explain.
And Tifa's dead again.
The Tonberry is that cute little lizard enemy thing. His two weapons are a lantern, a small lantern, and a butcher's knife. And I'm not even kidding, that's how it's called, a butcher's knife. His main thing is to walk slowly, very slowly towards you. So you think, well, whatever, it's a small thing, it doesn't jack shit. The problem is that monster it's a fucking tank. It has a shitload of HP. It moves slowly, but once it reaches you, it usually tends to do one-hit kills to you. And in later games like this one has this new move called Everyone's Grudge or Karma, whatever it's called, that even at distance tries to do one-hit kills to you. So bottom line, Tonberries are fucking bastards.
Basically, and that's why us Final Fantasy veterans absolutely are completely batshit scared when we hear that name. Basically, to see a Tonberry, run for your lives.
I wonder if they're gonna bring Tonberries back in the remake, even stronger than ever.
They can, honestly.
With any luck, hopefully, though, the gameplay will be more on our side.
They're not hard to implement, honestly.
There is a Tonberry boss in 14-2's Coliseum.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Which I will probably show off.
Yeah, one of the few funny, probably in a few funny, good moments of Final Fantasy XIII that Pedro didn't show, is that doing one of the side quests, and by side quest I mean hunting missions, one of the bosses, which is supposed to be a bad enemy with tentacles and shit, is menacing you, but before you can fight, a Tonberry literally rushes in and one-hit kills that and steals the scene, and now you have to fight it.
Charming.
Yeah.
Now that's the sort of moments we was craving in Final Fantasy XIII.
Yeah, too bad they relegated to minor stuff. I mean, like the Cactus side quest, the Cactuar side quest, that's a bit more funny because it also involves Saz, so it's not that stupid. It's a bit more of a comedy.
Sorry, I thought you were talking about. I thought you said 15 for a second.
No, 13. No. No, well, in 15, I'm pretty sure they can implement the classic monsters like the Cactuar or the Tonberry.
Oh yeah, sure. I mean, they already have the goblins with the original designs
the goblins. Yeah.
So. I'm sure we'll see the Tonberries and the Cactuars in some form.
Sorry, I'm just very, very tired.
Oh, don't worry. It's almost. We're almost at.
We're almost there, Sid. I think.
And me and...
Well, I use this... Oh, another fun fact. I use this partly specific part in Tifa after I heard what you said, Pedro, about the fact that, you know, you kept using the original 3 party members. So I did this first part as a homage, kinda, to that.
Okay, Omni Slash.
Again.
For me, it's just... There's no real reason, it's just a pet people
ha 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 ha! Hey look, this is a neat pattern when I cut them like this, and this, and...
Again, Joe, I fear you're behind us.
Wait, how come it takes you how come even after the Omnislash it still takes you a while to beat a small creature, but you can beat a big dragon no problem?
That's a Tonberry for you, Dwibs.
Trust me, the whole joke of Tonberries, Dwibs, is that they look incredibly harmless, but yet they're the strongest muscles in every game. That's the whole joke.
Or as Luigi will say, not tell Mario, looks are deceiving when the Koopa's involved.
I should just figure out that maybe the main reason is because I'm such a huge Dragon Quest fan. In most Dragon Quest games, it's usually only a four-member party. So. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, here are the other friends, but we'll reserve that to the next part. For now, let's use the save crystal we obtained at the beginning of the cave. I generally use that always here, even though I'm risking because there's a specific glitch that corrupts your save, that has a chance to corrupt your save if you save here. So, but since I'm near the end of the game, I said, fuck it, I'll just save. Whatever.
Feeling lucky?
Punk? Yeah.
It's Final Fantasy VII.
There you go. So we'll see what the other party members want to say in the next part.